All right. So last but not least, and I want to get your thoughts on this too. We've had a lot of hires. So we got the Vaughn hire for the Brooklyn Nets. We have all sorts of things happening. But one of the more perplexing hires was Jim Irsay, who was defending vigorously on Monday his hire of Mr. Saturday here. I mean, Jeff Saturday has this was kind of a weird one for me. And by kind of a weird one, I was like, what the hell happened? There's a lot of coaches out there in the world. A lot of experience. Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys out there that you could, like, you know, just kick the tires on. But after Frank Reich was fired, they had deliberations. They were trying to figure out who they were bringing in. And Saturday, Jeff Saturday, who's currently an ESPN analyst, ends up being the guy. Zero experience as a head coach. I think he was coaching high school or something at the time. And, you know, he intends to move forward. And this is an interesting one for me because I just don't understand what the Colts were supposed to be an AFC championship contender this year. Like, I'm thinking about this and I heard this news and I was just like, I mean, this doesn't excite me. I mean, Jeff Saturday's a great dude. He's a very smart guy. If you watch him on ESPN, he knows what he's talking about. He understands the game. He understands what you know, it takes to win in this league from a player standpoint. And, you know, I don't know if, I mean, the Colts aren't trying to win games at this point, right? Because if the Colts are trying to win games, they wouldn't have hired a guy that has never won a game officially in the NFL as a head coach. So there are some other things that comes with this, like the Rooney Rule was a big thing in the news. Like, this bypasses the Rooney Rule. You don't have to worry about, you know, interviewing a minority head coach and things along those lines. But you know, there's some of that. I don't know. I'm kind of like just taking that out of the conversation for the time being. But I mean, I just think that with all of the difference, with all the different options that they had here, just out of left field, pulling a guy straight from the booth that's never coached into this situation, you're punting on the season regardless. I think that it sounds like the players this week are all about Jeff Saturday coming in and being a big, you know, boost for the team from a head coaching standpoint. They love him. He's a franchise guy. He played with the Colts. He played with Peyton Manning, all these things. But I don't think that this is a move that says their Colts are trying to be competitive or better at the given juncture. He was also a part-time consultant with the Colts. Only thing I can think of is they're tanking for a top draft pick or QB. This hire makes no sense. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there are some quarterbacks that could be potential targets for them if they continue to lose. I mean, Matt Ryan is not the guy. I mean, he's not. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
He's not. And what the issue with Matt Ryan is, he's old, he's washed, he's not going to get you there. So I guess the Colts standpoint is, why hire a guy that you're trying to win games with a quarterback that's not going to win games for you, with a team that's not going to win this year? So, I mean, from that standpoint, I guess it makes a little sense. You're just not trying to do much, right? So this is strange. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Maybe Rec, throw in a poll. What do you like the hire of Saturday as the Colts' new head coach? And do you wait. Do you think he will be a successful head coach in the NFL? How about that? They stopped trying when they decided Sam Ehlinger was a full-time starter. Well, that was another thing. It kind of matches with what they're doing with Sam Ehlinger, right? It's like, all right, we're punting on Matt Ryan this early in the season. He gone. And now they're punting on. I mean, you can't get worse than what you had, right? You can't get worse at a head coach. I mean, unless you're Denver head coach, right? But you can't get worse than Frank Reich. So yeah, it's just head scratcher. It makes sense.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. It makes sense unless you were one of the assistant coaches. Well, yeah, and yeah, there was a whole thing with the assistant coaches. There's like nobody there. But the poll is in the chat though. Do you think Saturday will somehow be good? Yes or no? Vote in the chat. Do you think he'll be a good head coach? I mean, you can only go up. Actually, you could go down too if you just lose a shit ton of games. But vote. The poll is open in the chat. So go ahead and vote while you can. It's going to be there for a minute. But Colts looking to do something and trying to, salvage. I mean, they're 3-5. Keep in mind, they're second in the division. That's the weird thing to think about too is, they're 3-5. The Tennessee Titans are 5-3. Tennessee doesn't look like a barn burner of a team. Jacksonville doesn't look good. And Houston is a train wreck, 1-6. So when you're looking at this, the fact that they're 3-5-1 in this division, it's kind of crazy to think that you're punting on the season and you're in second place in a bad division. So again, more reasons why I'm just like, it's such a strange thing to go this direction with a guy that's never coached in the NFL. Isn't he a former Colts player? Yeah. He played with the Colts. He played with Peyton Manning at the Colts. He was one of the guys. And as someone mentioned, he's a consultant. He's kind of connected with the Colts. He's very involved, which is, I think, one of the main reasons why he was one of the candidates. And I mean, even Jeff Saturday was like, I called or I was talking and I was like, are you sure? What I'm the guy? Like, I'm the dude you want? Like, he was questioning it himself, which is it tells you all you need to know about the situation. Can't get any worse. That's right, Cuban. Maybe it gives them 9 months to find a new coach. Maybe. Was also a center with Aaron Rodgers. There are 15 viewers at 3 votes. Come on, folks. Let's go. Yes, all-pro center with Manning. Yep. There you go. So, yeah. So there you have it. Vote. I would say, why not give him a chance? All the haters said the same thing about the 49ers GM, John Lynch. No experience. He seems to be doing good. And yeah, no, I agree on that take. Because, it depends on what you're doing with the season. If you're punting the season, then it makes sense from that standpoint. Because it's like, well, we'll throw him in there. We'll take a flyer on him. And, he's a local. He's been here. So I get that. Give him a chance. What do you have to lose? It just depends on what they're trying to achieve this season. Just give all the Twitter and Reddit trolls to something to talk about. LOL. Yeah, there you go. Hey, you're not wrong. So, all right. Well, there you go. Keep voting in the chat. 4 votes, and we're obviously, it wouldn't be a vote in the Action Lab if it wasn't a tie. So, there you go. Hey, thank you so much, Football Wife, for gifting a sub to a Mandalorian. Appreciate that. 140 gifted subs. Football Wife, you are too generous. Thank you so much for the support, and appreciate all of the love. Thank you. But with that being said, let's dive into this week. This might be a short stream because we're already diving into all of the NFL top 8 games of the week and our best bets. So we're going to dive into that next and see what happens this week. So just a heads up, I will be revealing my best bets. Scotty sent in his best bets of the week. So you got to do a Scotty A. Smith rant. I was thinking about putting something together, but I didn't know exactly how the stream was going to go solo. So I kind of left it. But I do have something brewing for you very, very soon. So don't worry. You're gonna have something from me. And let's just say it has to do. Oh, and the vote just ended. 3-2. Do you thinking Jeff Saturday would be a good coach? Okay, fair enough. All right, we need more voters next time, guys. Let's go. Let's just say if a certain team doesn't perform up to the standards of what I think they should, I can't wait to do my own coming in hot and roast a little bit. So, yeah, we're going to get there. Cuban Benny. Peyton Manning yelling at Jeff Saturday. Yeah. Is it quit calling the fucking plays, all right? Yeah. No, is that famous call? No, it's not my own team, Rick. It's not my own team. It's a different team. And it's a team that, you know, I have a lot of opinions about. Stream is going great, man. Keep interacting with chat. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, yeah, no, I'm having fun. I've done these solo streams quite a bit in the past when Scotty's out for Rockies games or he's having technical difficulties or he has other things. But no, I enjoy doing these solo streams. It helps me to keep myself talking and enjoy, you know, reading a lot of what you guys have to say. Do you see Peyton Manning in a future taking front office job with the Colts? Maybe. I could see it happening more with the Broncos, given the fact that, I mean, he has connections with both, much like Jeff Saturday has with the Colts. He's very connected to both, but I think there's a lot more to expect from the Denver Broncos front office, because they've already mentioned that they want him. For various reports have mentioned they've already tried to get him in the mix even this year, and it hasn't happened quite yet. I think the ownership group loves Peyton Manning. I think they know what he could bring to a franchise. He would probably be a better fit in the front office for Denver. But I mean, I wouldn't, I mean, the Colts are the next best team on that list. So, and his family lives here, as Cuban Benny mentioned. Yeah, he lives here. He loves it here. He's at Nuggets games all the time. His kids are, yeah, all of them. I think this is where he would want to be. He likes the city, everything. So I would say lean Denver. If there's odds on that, I would go with that. Donkey Punch, what's up? Love the name. There you go. Let's go. I just feel Jeff can't call plays. He'll lean heavily on his OC calling plays, basically. Hey, I mean, interesting point there. I mean, I think that's it's going to be interesting to see what he does calling plays for this team and what he implements for this young quarterback. I mean, honestly, he has the flexibility. I mean, like I said, it's kind of a free roll.